Dragon Ball Super episode 125. This episode was really good, so let's talk about it. First thing though, you might have noticed the sidebar that has the staff list isn't there. The website I used to get the staff list for the episodes hasn't updated in a couple of weeks, which is fine if they have personal life, whatever. They don't have to update the website, but I don't want to make up my own staff list of who I think is on the episode because I don't want to be wrong. Even though this is a Yashima episode and who's working on it is pretty obvious, I still would rather have the confirmation. But I can talk about some of the people who worked on it in the episode. In fact, that's a good way to segue into the technical side of things. Directing and storyboarding is Kazuya Karasawa. Absolutely fantastic. He's one of the best directors and storyboard artists on the show. They pair him a lot with Yashima. I think it's because Yashima is a solo animator, so he's not really good at doing crazy amounts of action and complex choreography. So to make up for his limited animation, you have really good storyboarding so that the limited animation and storyboarding complement each other, and the directing is great, the storyboarding is great, Yashima's animation is really good. It's not totally a solo episode. As with a lot of Yashima episodes since this arc started, it's Kazuya Karasawa as the director and storyboard artist, Yashima as the main animator and supervisor, second key animators to clean it up, and of course, a special animator to do a really big scene. In this case, we have two, Shuichiro Manabe and Atsushi Nikaido. I believe those are the ones who did it, and they were great. Nikaido at the beginning, Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, really great stuff. I love that. He blocks a Final Flash with a glare. This Jiren guy, this Jiren guy is too much. I'm really curious how they're going to beat him, but I'll talk more about that later. And then, of course, Toppo at the end with Frieza just absolutely destroying him. Manabe goes crazy with facial expressions and detailed art, and it's just so much power behind Toppo just destroying Frieza. It's great. And Frieza kind of had it coming because of how cocky he was in this episode. He was funny, though. He was really funny, but he definitely got his comeuppance at the end from Toppo. And the music was, of course, great. The music accompanied all the scenes very well. Really well-placed music, sound design, all that stuff was great. It's a really well-directed episode. Kazuya Karasawa really knows what he's doing. And I hope he can pop up again maybe for the finale. I don't know. The series directors are really good storyboard artists, too. So maybe they should pop up for the finale, actually. But, yeah, I don't know. Or actually, Mitsuka, I forget their name. The one who did the second half of the special and the Piccolo and Gohan versus Namekians episode. They should do the final episode. They are the best storyboard artist and director on the show. But anyways, enough speculating about future episodes. Going back to this episode, pacing was solid. Story progression, there really isn't much. Mostly just characterization for Toppo. And I really love how Toppo was handled here because we've had hints to this before. We've seen Toppo kind of standing, watching some of the fights and thinking, Maybe forget justice for a little bit. This is about survival. And he finally goes all the way with that in this episode. So I like that we have that set up. Good characterization. But another thing they set up that I didn't even know was set up for this. We knew that they could transfer God of Destruction energy to another person. We saw that in the Frieza assassination episode where they tried to kill him with it. And we see that again with Toppo. Now, it's probably not temporarily transferred to him. He probably was permanently given it. It was probably permanently given to him since he is a God of Destruction candidate, which we also already knew. So they aren't pulling anything out of their ass here. We knew people could be passed God of Destruction energy. We knew people could receive that. And we also knew that he was a God of Destruction candidate, and we knew that his characterization was leading to this. So, guys on Super, I can't believe the series bring back this kind of writing, bring back this kind of setup and explanations for the next when Dragon Ball comes back, because holy crap. This kind of stuff was seriously needed in the future Trunks arc. Oh man, yeah, because it makes perfect sense. He looks awesome. He went from like fat buff to just straight jacked. He's beating the crap out of Frieza. You feel the power. Anything that touches him just gets destroyed by destruction energy. It's awesome, and I really love that this was properly set up in previous episodes. That just makes it even better because it doesn't feel like an ass pull. Seeing Goku and Vegeta fighting Jiren, of course, that's great. I don't know how they're going to beat him unless it's like fusion with Ultra Instinct or, maybe just Ultra Instinct on its own. Ultra Instinct is pretty powerful, so because I don't see them doing another fusion this quickly after, it's not that quickly. It's like a year later. I don't know how long it's been since the Future Trunks arc. It's been a long time since the Future Trunks arc, but it's only one arc later. To have fusion 2 arcs in a row in a tournament, I don't know if Goku and Vegeta would go for that, especially in a tournament setting with Goku being a martial artist, but Ultra Instinct, of course, is still in Goku's back pocket if he can figure out how to use it. So maybe that's how they'll beat him. But yeah, Jiren is so strong. But it was still fun to watch. And again, the storyboarding and directing and Yoshima's animation plus the two special animators who came in, it all just comes together to be a really great episode. And the last couple episodes, 123 and 124, not the greatest in terms of animation and art and everything. I mean, the 123 I still really, really enjoyed because of really good storyboarding, really good directing, really good story content, and plus the animation wasn't that bad. With 124, again, good storyboarding, good directing, really good story content, but it was almost all reused animation. Like, all of the action was reused, and or at least most of it was reused, except for like Dispo's galactic donut thing that he did to Frieza. That was like the only thing that was new, and it looked good, but yeah, it was a rough couple of weeks for Super. You could kind of see the production imploding on itself a little bit from doing so many action episodes. So I'm really glad Yoshima could come in, and not only is this an episode with probably like 3 or 4 animators, probably just like 3, we also have more episodes coming up that other animators who didn't have to work on this episode are now working on and having more time to work on. And Yoshima is such a huge benefit for this show, and I'm so glad like almost all, or if not almost all, definitely all of his episodes. I kind of said that backwards, but you know what I mean. Like, all of his episodes have been so entertaining throughout this arc, from Goku versus Krillin on the rooftop, that episode, to episode 100, even though Kale doing the Son Goku thing was kind of annoying, it was still an entertaining episode. And then we had the 18 versus Ribrianne episode, and this episode, he's just been killing it as a supervisor and animator. He gets really good, well-written episodes with good storyboarding and directing, and Super needed this episode, so I'm really glad it happened. The next week is going to be Vegeta versus Tabo. That'll be fun. Yeah, I haven't really... What else is there to talk about in this episode before I talk about the preview? 17 was cool. He's very calm and collected in the face of a god of destruction. That's pretty awesome. Frieza was really cocky, got his comeuppance. I'm curious if him kind of being laid out over in the corner is going to be like how he's the last person standing. He'll kind of just lay low. We'll see. I'm kind of sick of Frieza laying low. I mean, he's done some cool stuff in the last, 5 or 6 episodes, but still, I feel like we haven't seen enough of Frieza in this tournament. So hopefully he doesn't just lay low, but we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, 17 was awesome, and yeah, I love the characterization on Toppo and how this stuff was very well set up in previous episodes. I thought that was great. So yeah, with all that being said, the preview, Vegeta looks like he's getting his ass kicked, but previews can be deceiving. Plus, I think Vegeta, he'll probably be the one to eliminate Toppo. There's no way 17 is strong enough, so it's pretty much going to have to be Vegeta, I think. I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, how long they're going to fight Toppo. Hopefully not too long, because I want like a nice, satisfying couple of episodes against Jiren where they can really go all out against him, and he can go, I don't know if I want to say all out, because we don't know what all out for Jiren is yet, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But Toppo is still really cool right now. The only thing I'm kind of questioning with this episode, and it's going to carry into all of the episodes going forward, are they in space now? Did Toppo, destroy the Dimension of Nothingness, or whatever it was called? Because they look like they're in space, but they can breathe. So I guess maybe there's an atmosphere in just this area, and some of the rocks are floating. So, but they didn't float before when they were in the area of nothing. So I don't know what's going on with the physics right now, but yeah, it's a little questionable. But the sky looks cool. The arena looks cool with a bunch of floating debris. I really like that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But man, they really set up the stage to look really awesome for the finale. And I'm glad. I mean, I was okay with the green sky, but I'm really glad that's gone. So yeah, it was a really great episode. I'm just kind of questioning the physics of all that. But again, it's Dragon Ball, and physics aren't really... Dragon Ball's not really something that you want to learn physics from. Goku did power pull to the moon and leave people there. So, it's questionable at best. But, no, I really enjoyed this episode. It was great. So, what'd you guys think of this episode? Go ahead and tell me in the comments section below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. Click that little bell to get notifications when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.